Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to solve a complete rigid tank problem using steam table. Here is the problem statement. A closed rigid tank contains 2 kg of water at 150 degrees Celsius with a quality of 0.6. We add heat until the temperature reaches 300 degrees. We need to find initial and final properties. Calculate heat transfer. Here are the given data. Closed rigid tank means constant volume. Mass of water means m is equal to 2 kg. Initial state T1 150 degrees centigrade. Quality X1 is 0.6. Final state T2 300 degrees centigrade. Process constant volume heating. Now we have to find out initial pressure P1 and specific volume V1. Final pressure P2 and specific volume V2 and heat transfer Q required. From the saturated steam table, so part 1 we have to find out initial state at 150 degrees centigrade using steam table data. So from saturated steam table, pressure tables, we have to find out the condition. So now first we have to go to that steam table. Now here we have to go to that pressure table. Okay, so from here you can see, so our temperature is 150 degrees centigrade. So here, so 150.3 and 151.1. So here that pressure is 4.8 and 4.9. So we have that at approximately 150 degrees centigrade we interpolate between 4.8 bar at T is equal to 150 degrees centigrade, 1.3 degrees centigrade, and 4.7 bar T is equal to 149.5 degrees centigrade. Or if you directly take here, so 150 degrees centigrade, what will be the that saturated pressure? So that we easily get from here. So at 150 degree, so that is 4.760. So all these conditions are given. So we are considering that pressure is 4.8 and temperature is 150, because that 4.8 and 4.76 is very close. So I am taking 150 degrees centigrade and 4.76 degree pressure. In that particular temperature pressure, I'm going to take all these the properties. Or otherwise we can interpolate and we'll get the data. So now from here, so we are considering that pressure is 4.8. So P1 is 4.8, and from the steam table we'll get VF, volume of fluid, 0.01091 meter cube per kg. Vg is 0.38934 meter cube. HF is 630.1 kilojoule per kg. HFG enthalpy 2114.7 kilojoule per kg, and HG 2744.8 kilojoule per kg. So this will get from the steam table. Now we can take that 4.8 bar, or we have that two data, so we can do the interpolation and find out the pressure. So you can see that P1 is 4.76 bar. Okay, exactly that I showed you here. Okay, so in that steam table, so our the P is 4.760. So we can easily get that P1 data. Okay, so or we can use so the P is 4.6, that is close to 4.8. So whatever data we have at 4.76, we can take that. Now as here quality is X1 is 0.6, so it means it is a two-phase mixture. So 0.6% of vapor and 0.4% is the liquid. So from here we can calculate V1, VF plus X1, Vg minus VF. So we have all this data. So from here we just plug all this data and we can easily calculate V1. V1 data we will get. V1 means, so that is pressure is 4.76 bar and temperature is 150 degree centigrade. Yes, so we got that V1 volume. Now we can easily calculate the specific enthalpy. H1 is HF plus X1 into HFG. So we have all this data, so we again plug all this and then we'll get H1 is equal to 18.98 1898.9 kilojoule per kg. Now we know that H is equal to U plus PV. So this is a formula. So from here we know all this H value, we know P and we know V. So from that we can easily calculate the internal energy. So U1 will be H1 minus P1 V1. So from that again we plug all these value. So we'll get U1 is 1786.6 kilojoule per kg. Now here we have to calculate total internal energy. So mass is given that is 2 kg. Here you can see that U1 is per kg, that kilojoule per kg. So we just multiply 2. So we'll get total internal energy. So initial state, so we have P1 4.76 bar, B1 is 0.234 meter cube per kg, and U1 is 1786.6 kilojoule per kg. Now as the tank is rigid, so the volume is constant. So whatever volume we have calculated, so that will be that volume. So V2 is equal to V1, so that will be 0.234 meter cube per kg. Now here that our final state means temperature is given that T2 is 300 degrees centigrade. So first we have to check, is it two phase or superheated? Find pressure at which V is equal to that. Already we got that because constant volume at 300 degrees centigrade, and then finally we have to calculate what will be the internal energy. Now we have to check whether it is two phase mixture or superheated mixture. For that so from the saturated steam table, so what will be the volume Vg at 300 degrees centigrade. So again we have to go to that steam table. So from the steam table that at 300 degrees centigrade, so here 300 degrees centigrade, you can see 300 degrees centigrade, pressure is 85.927 bar, that volume of fluid is 0.001 and volume of gas is 0.21649. But so if you here, so that Vg is this is 0.217 and V2 is 0.234, means that V2 much greater than Vg, means it is clearly state that it is a superheated vapor, superheated vapor region. So we must use superheated steam table at 300 degrees centigrade, means that steam is at 300 degrees centigrade in superheated steam. So now from this superheated steam table at 300 degrees centigrade, so what we have, we know that two things we know. Temperature is 300 degree centigrade and volume we know 0.234. That data we know. So what we have to calculate, what will be the P and what will be the enthalpy. So that we have to calculate. So for that, so now we have to check that at 300 degrees centigrade and we know that volume of the gas is 0.234. So in that particular that properties, whether we have that P data and H data, otherwise we have to do interpolation. So now let's check that superheated steam table. So now we have to go to the superheated steam table. So here is the superheated steam table. Okay, so here is the superheated steam table. So now here that is 300 degrees centigrade specific volume, because we have only that temperature and specific volume data. So from here we can check. So now you can see that 300 degrees centigrade, that this data is there 0.233 and 0.58. So that two data is we know, but our that specific volume is 0.234. Okay, so now you can check that again. So 234. Okay, so you can directly take that 11.0. Okay, 0.234 and here. So better we can interpolate and we can get all this data. Now here, so we have that at 10 bar that V is 0.258 and enthalpy is this, that we know, and 11 bar 0.2339 volume and enthalpy 3045. So now we have to do the interpolation, or you can here that V2. So here the 0.234 is very close to this. Okay, so we can take that 11 bar where V is equal to 0.2339. So we can take that here temperature is 300 degrees centigrade and pressure we can take 11 bar, and based on that we can easily calculate and that volume, so that is 0.2339. So and from that here we can calculate that H. Otherwise we can do the interpolation. So that it is 2, 3, 4, so we can interpolate these 2 point 11 and 12, and from that we can find out the pressure. So from here, so interpolation P2 minus the 11, okay, P2 minus P1, and then again, so or here if you consider that we are calculating P2, so P1 may be 11 bar and P0 is maybe 12 bar. So here P2 minus P1 and then P0 minus P1. So here V2 minus V1 and then here P0 minus V0 minus V1. So from that we can easily calculate that P2. So here we are getting that P2 here, that is minus 0.0049. okay, so from here we can easily calculate. So what will be the P2? P2 will be 11, so P2 minus 11 is this, so P2 will be 11.0 bar, exactly 11 point. So we can take that data P2 11.0 bar, the data. So now we know that P2 is 11 bar, T2 is 300 degree centigrade, and V volume is 0.2339. so that we know, okay, or we can take that 0.234. so that all data we have, and enthalpy we get from this steam table. So for 11, so enthalpy data we can easily get. So this is our 2339. so this is the temperature, this is the pressure. Okay, now from steam table we can easily get what will be the here you can see here. So at P2 is equal to 11 bar and T2 300 superheated condition, so we can easily get what will be the H2, or we can do the interpolation, we will get that. Okay, and then as we know H2, so from we can easily calculate what will be the internal energy required. So U2 will be H2 minus P2 V2. So P2 we know, V2 know, H2 we know, so we can calculate, and we can easily calculate U2. So final state 300 degree centigrade superheated vapor, so we'll get T2, P2 and V2 and U2. okay, and total internal energy will get U2, that M2 into small ut, so total will get 5575.2 kilojoule per kg. So from first law we know Q minus W is del U. So here W is 0 because del V is equal to 0, constant volume. Okay, so from here we can easily calculate what will be the heat transfer rate. Q is equal to that U2 minus U1. So from that we will get Q is equal to 2002 kilojoule. Calculate that at pressure 11 bar and 300 degree centigrade, so our enthalpy is 3049. So based on that we can do the calculation and we can get the result. So here is the final result. So the T2 is 300 degree centigrade, P.234 meter cube, and U2 2787.6 kilojoule per kg. Okay, so because here we get H2 and then we have calculated that, and then we'll get the internal energy. So that's it.